Hey all, Siege here, and today I'm asking the community a question, but perhaps maybe DE as well? Where's our frame games? Like some type of competition between the different Warframes, whereas instead of us just constantly shifting through our 40 plus frames for every mission, that for maybe a week or a month every year, we pit the frames against themselves in a kind of point-based scale to see, overall, who the community actually uses the most, especially when multiple types of activities are involved. For those that don't know, Destiny 2 is currently doing Guardian games, and whereas, yes, it is more of a quest to see who can complete the most bounties by class in many ways, in concept, it's actually very interesting, and for however long the title holds, it adds a certain pride aspect to who you choose. This is true, but I think what it really does is force many players to actually ask the question of, if I have to do multiple and varying objectives to earn more points, who do I, as the player, feel most confident in using that can handle those things reasonably? Competition is still a huge thing, especially in the Warframe community, because on average, those type of videos get more views than really any other content. Some people just want to brag. Others want to know who's best so they can either begin to farm for that frame or just pull it out of their arsenal because they see the type of success it can have. I actually watched a video where a Goss and Volt were racing on the plains of Eidolon, and within the comments section, there were some heated debates going on about who could be faster with the right build. And if you think about it, we constantly see these videos saying that this is the best frame, or these are the top frames to use in so-and-so activity, and yet this is all just speculation, because even the quote-unquote worst frame can be really strong in the hands of a player that has a good build and understands the nuances of that frame, especially when pitted against others who are just giving some supposed S-tier frame a spin because they heard it was the best and copied a build from someone they watched. I don't think it would be very hard to accomplish really either, as every person would have to choose one frame and maybe attach a special cosmetic to whatever one they want to go with. Although you could use whatever frame you want during this time, only that one would actually accumulate points for you. This item would not be able to be switched off of the Warframe until the event was over, so it would be in your best interest to actually really think about who you want to use. If multiple mission types were on the table, say defense missions, sabotage, disruption, survival, assassination, spy, and even stuff like the Index and Eidolon hunts on, let's say, a daily rotation, the more success you have could be based on a few things. Completions, in my opinion, would obviously be the best, but with endless missions awarding, say, bonus progress for longevity, and maybe things like sabotage and spy missions given more weight by how quickly they're completed. You could add a kill count in too if you want, making something like Sanctuary Onslaught a thing. And I think in many ways it would be balanced because longer missions would award bonus progress, but if you could get more spy missions done faster, that could very well offset the kill counts or longevity endless missions may offer. The best part about Warframe is that you can switch the build of frames to accommodate other things much more easily than in other games. The real limits being what the frame's basic abilities are proficient at doing. So there could be quite a lot of diversity in the end. The premise could be just as easy as Nightwave, with weekly objectives to have to complete with that frame for points. Heck, it could even be tacked on to Nightwave. Nora could even host it. Honestly, if I think about her character, it's actually something I think she might even do. Not only would this spruce up Nightwave a bit for at least a month, it would gain players' rep within Nightwave at the same time. And I think a really interesting reward could be had at the end too. Imagine if the winning frame was able to unlock one of the deluxe skins for free as a final reward. DE could hand out, say, platinum rewards of a lesser nature to the second and third runners-up, but if that's all too rich for them, the first place reward could be 1 or 2 or even 3 legendary cores, and runners-up could be awarded something like the new Riven ciphers that allow you to bypass the challenge associated with Riven mods. Past the gold, silver, and bronze frames, there could be all kinds of other fun rewards that you could get for maybe just participating to a certain level. Kind of like how they did with Railjack, where if you had X amount of your Railjack completed, you got bonus materials for the effort you put into it. Said legendary core being one of those rewards. Now, I don't know about you, but if multiple legendary cores were up for grabs at the end of an event, I'm playing. That's just how it is. And I feel I can say that with fair certainty because I was able to meet all the criteria for the aforementioned Railjack bundle in about 2 weeks. The pool of items they were offering was just too good to pass up, and in the process of all of it, I came to actually enjoy my time, doing so when I had pretty much sworn off of doing anything associated with Railjack for the better part of a year. In this regard, I feel like it could really be a draw to new and veteran players to truly see who is the best. Is this an absolutely perfect system? No, of course not, but this is just me spitballing after one evening of playing Guardian games to get the stupid catalyst for an exotic weapon. Think about that. I really have nothing to do in Destiny at the moment, and yet I still force myself through a bunch of strikes and Gambit just for this one little item. I personally don't even care who wins. The point is that it got me playing when I had no reason to. I feel like it would have a similar effect on Warframe players and could be refined each year to make it better and make the experience as fair as possible, in the same way Bungie continues to attempt to do. Was last year perfect? No. Is this year perfect? No. But they can use each year's data and try something new the following year. At some point, they're going to get it right, and in that regard, I feel DE would do the same. It could either culminate in weekly ceremonies at the relays, or just one at the end, where players could come together and celebrate what transpired during that month. Heck, maybe the winning frame becomes the one seen in all the relays for the rest of the year, a reminder of the champion of the Warframe world. Again, this is something I thought up in an afternoon. Imagine if a team was really digging into it. But what do you think? Would you participate in an event like this? And here's the real million-dollar question. If you did, and a new deluxe skin or some legendary cores were on the line, and you had to choose just one frame to be able to handle pretty much every type of mission in game in order to maximize your score and bring your fellow frame mates the gold, who would it be? I'll be curious to hear what you have to say. What's that? Who would I choose? Well, you're looking at him. I'm taking my Revenant to the games because he can do anything. I'm sure many of you will disagree, but that's the beauty of it. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video today and it got you thinking a little bit, not only about the possibility of finding out truly who the best frame is, but also who you're going to put your faith in when you can only choose one Warframe, especially when it's not just hypothetical talk. At any rate, I hope you all have a wonderful day today, a wonderful rest of your week, and I'll talk at you all in the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye.